Hello everyone in the YouTube community. This is the Pouncy channel, and today we're doing a video of Knightfall, episode 8, in my thoughts and opinion. So let's go on this journey again, have some fun, have a discussion, okay? It starts off when the Queen of England is basically talking to her people, saying we will fight to the end, and the king will come and save us. So she's like, I want to talk to my cousin like this. They have an enemy talking back and forth. Her cousin's like, you will surrender this castle to me. Like, the castle our grandfather like this. And she's like, I would never do that. And then, like, she's like, fine, we're gonna just have to fight out. And she's like, you know the king's not coming for you. So the king's, like, fucking wacky boy, basically, like, one of his errand boys came up and like, the king's not coming. I've been told to tell you to take you back to France. And she's like, never, I have never abandoned my people. Then it cuts off to the master of the Templars, walking through the Templar building like this. And he has a box with him, okay, and his mother. And then he showed all the other Templars like this. I have the Grail. All the Templars like this. Yeah, you did it! Oh my God! Thank God! And then he goes in, and his mom's like, "That's a mistake. They're gonna betray you." And the freaking doctor of the Templars told him like this: "Hey, somebody's here for you." It turned out it was the Muslim dude, the leader of the light people. And he's like, we had a deal like this. We need to hide the Holy Grail from the world like this. Do you really want another crusade? Thousands of people are dying over this stuff. He's like this. No, it's God's will. Like I have to give it to the Pope. I am not like Godfrey. I'm not like Godfrey. I will give this to the Pope. It's my duty to give it to the Pope. It should be back to the Holy Church, like this. He's like, and then his mother goes, do you really want war with them again? He's like, it's my duty. Like that. And then it cuts out. The Pope shows up. He talks to the Pope. He gives the Pope the freaking cup. The Pope's like, oh, this is normal, okay? And then he saw one of the Pope's soldiers and realized the Pope. I was wrong. I thought it was freaking King's advisor, the wiki Templar said, but I was wrong. It was the Pope. But my bad. The freaking Pope was like walking around, and one of his soldiers, he realized, oh, the Pope killed Godfrey, the former master of the Templars. So he talks to the Pope. He's like, I'm gonna need that thing back, and you killed Godfrey. Why'd you do it? And he's like, it's because Godfrey would never give me the Grail. The Grail can unite us against the infidels, and then we can use united the whole Christendom under one person, me, the Pope. We don't need kings anymore. We just need me, like this, and we take back the Holy Lands. And he's like, I changed my mind. I can't let you do this. He's like, stop it. Let me go through. He's like, this will be the end of you. So he walks away. I'm going to get back to the whole, this part is kind of stupid. Like he's like, okay, bye. And then they stop fighting. He stopped killing some of the Pope's soldiers. The Pope walks away. And then one of the guy killed freaking the wiki guy, the Templar like that, betrayed the order. He's like, attack the Pope. He closes the door like that. He has a bunch of Pope soldiers in front of him. He gets the Pope safely into his carriage. The Pope goes away. And the Templar retreats back to the freaking door. They lock it like this, and then they all freaking out. Well, it cuts off to this. You see freaking the king's ambassador, the king's main advisor, talk to his errand boy. He's like, hey, I need an audience with the king. I need you to take the king. I'll cut your head off. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. I'm sorry, I'll do it. And like that. And he's like, okay. And then it cuts back to freaking the queen, like this, in her castle. And she's making war. She's like, what is this meeting going on? And it turned out the Queen of fucking Catalan made a deal with the King of France, and the King of France gave back the castle. And the deal was basically his wife goes back and they have a castle. It was all good because the king didn't give a damn about that. And he's pissed off on his wife because his wife basically betrayed him. You know, basically ran off and basically disrespected his face. So the Queen's like this, oh my God, no. And she's like this. No, she stays. The Queen of Catalan, she's like, she stays like this, the Queen of France. And I'm going to ask her two questions. Basically, she asks her like this, what kid do you want to be killed? Like that. And it cuts off again to the master of the Templar talking to freaking the guy, because about the soldiers of the Pope about to bust in. They bust in, they have a decent fight. The Muslim guy killed one or two of the soldiers, gets cut down in a bloody fight, and it was okay, but it wasn't that good. And then freaking they're able to fight them off and close the door again, and retreat them like this. The Muslim guy was wounded. He has a sword through his chest. They burned it. The doctor guy burned the wounds shut. And after that, they start talking a little bit, and then if he can try to put poison down the roof like this, and like the guy's gasping for a thing in pain like this, and they try to escape to another room away from the poison. It cuts off to the king's advisor. Finally meets up with the king and tells him, "Hey, your wife's been cheating on you. The Pope has the Holy Grail now, and he's going to use it to take away your kingdomship like this. And the Pope actually has a good military here who can take away. He has the Knights Templar and other people like this. I've been funding a private motion and everything. This is trained and this is badass as the Templars like this. You need to trust me like this." He's like, "Golf, the Master of the Temple is my best friend. He will never do this to me. He made us back together." And the king's like this. The king's advisor's like this. She didn't go in your bed for 2 years, okay? Who bed was she was in? And she just magically showed up in your bed after 2 years? She was doing it to hide her secret. She was pregnant with another man. And the kid's like this, "I should kill you. Forget what you said." Take him to his room. We're gonna get back to that later. It cuts off basically, you see freaking the Templar guys getting ready to fight the other dudes like this. And like they're just talking more. And then it cuts off to the queen. She finally comes and talks to the queen of Castellan, and she's like, "I choose my daughter over the new baby like this. Like, but this baby is your blood too." And they have a touching moment, and they both cry together. And then she drops the queen drops her blade. They're hugging. I knew this was coming for a while. She stabs her like this. And at first I was like, "You treacherous bitch!" And I'm like, "You know what? She did slightly kill your kid, and she probably still would have done it like this." And then like you find out, thinking after she kills him, she becomes the queen of the castle again, and they unite Castellana and her other kingdom together as one. And she told her maid, she's like, "You know what? I'm gonna stay here, be queen of this. It's time for me to leave France and leave my husband like this." And this is something that would never happen. She would never be allowed to go there. She would never be allowed to leave Philip. Like it's silly. Like this is gonna piss me off. Like, because it's not a story accurate like this. Like it's all fantasy, it's all Hollywood bullshit. But beside the point, it was a little entertaining. But no, that was bullshit, and that would never happen. And that did not happen in history. Now back to this. They have a big battle at the Knights Templar breaks free, attack the freaking Pope's soldiers. They have a good battle. The Muslim guy kills 2 freaking soldiers, gets cut down. I mean, he was wounded, so that makes sense. And then freaking Goffy has an epic battle with the traitor of the Templars, stabs him from the gut, and says, "You're never a Templar." And he's like this. Well, for that, the guy's like, "I guess this is my end of the Templar." He's like, "No, you're never a Templar." Stabs him, folds him down, spits on his body. And right when you think they're at the end, because there was more guys against them, the Muslim warrior showed up of lights, shoots arrow, defeated the rest of the Pope soldiers. And when the guy was dying, he's like, "I'm sorry for letting you believe I killed him." And it turns out Goffy's best friend's still alive. And freaking like, he's now the one of the guys now. So it cuts off basically this. Well, this happened earlier, but my bad, I didn't tell this. You see freaking the king and the advisor talk again, and he gives him the chest of gold. He's like, "I believe you like this. If you're right, I need proof. Okay? I need you to pay for that freaking mercenary army if you're right. This is for backup, you know. But prove to me he fucked my wife." Cuts off of that. And then like it goes back and back to the scene when you see that the guy takes his mask off. But I give this episode a solid 8.5. It was entertaining. It was joining. But one thing that pissed me off, the Knights Templar would never go against the Pope. They would be so happy about the crusade. They'd be so happy to invade the Muslim lands and purify it with Christianity. They wouldn't. He wouldn't care about how many Muslims are killed like that. He would see them as impure like that. Like there are fanatics like this. So the whole like, "Oh, I can't let the Pope have it." Even if he did kill the guy, he would see his master as a traitor to the order. Like he wouldn't do all that. It would never be a big fight against the Templars and the Pope like that. That's just silly and bullshit like this. So I kind of thought it was stupid, but hey, it was good action, but bullshit on that. You know, what do you think about it? Do you think it was bullshit when the Knights Templar and the Pope were getting in a fight? And subscribe to me, comment. And what do you think of the episode like this? Do you think it's the story accurate, or do you think it's pretty silly? I mean, it's a TV show gonna be a TV show, but for God's sake, have some logical thing, because like that doesn't make sense like this. So, you know, whatever. That's my opinion. Tell me your opinion about this. Like this, did you think this season good? Oh, it's one more episode to the season finale, like that. So I'm gonna be on the back for this season too, because you know it's a decent enough show. And yeah, you peace out. Subscribe and comment, and like if you want to, or help out. So long.